Hey, so today we're going to talk about mastering client acquisition for your home remodeling company. And so, client acquisition ends up being the number one most searched on topic by home remodeling contractors. So, we want to give you some solid tips here that you can use today. The first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to understand who is your ideal client. And let me explain this at a little deeper level. Oftentimes you'll talk to a contractor and any homeowner in their mind is the ideal client. But that's not really true. You have an ideal client who is going to spend more with you, who is going to be a good referral source for you, who is going to be a boost to your business. They're going to be an advocate for you out in the community, and the scope of their work is going to be highly profitable for you. So you want to understand who is that target person. Is that John, the homeowner in a high income bracket that's looking for this huge kitchen remodel to reflect his status and achievements in life? Who is that person that you're looking for? So let me give you a couple of action steps in understanding who that ideal client is. First of all, develop an ideal, comprehensive client profile for yourself. And what you want to do is go beyond just the basic demographics. So not just, male age 40 to, 55. What you want to do is get into the psychographics, the behaviors, the lifestyle, values, motivations. Where do these people spend their time? Where do these people spend their money? What are the things that are important to them? What are the things that they are doing day by day with their family? What are their hobbies, their interests, hopes, fears, all of those things. You want to look at all of those things to develop that complete profile of that individual. You also want to conduct market research to understand the needs, preferences, and pain points of these individual personas. And then you want to tailor your marketing and communication strategies so that they resonate with that particular audience. Make sure that what you're saying is what that audience is needing to hear, and it's being said in a way that they will readily take in what it is you're communicating to them. And so, by precisely defining and understanding your ideal client profile, that's going to be an essential for you to really develop a targeted marketing and service delivery for your home remodeling company. The second piece is you want to build a strong brand identity. You have to remember your brand is more than just a logo, it's more than just a color scheme. It's really the embodiment of who you are, your company's values, the quality of work, the reputation that you have in the marketplace. And so building a strong, recognizable brand identity is vital to attracting high quality clients. So if your brand doesn't match up to the kind of work you do, if your brand doesn't match up to the service you deliver, you're going to have problems. But what we want to do in the mind of the consumer is we want that brand to mean something, not just recognizing, hey, that's your truck going down the street, but really for that brand to mean something. What does the consumer think that brand means? So a couple things is, number one, develop your brand's unique selling propositions. And that's a complex way of really saying this. What is it that is different about you when compared to your competition? What is the competitive advantage you have? What is the thing you do better, you do best? What is it that makes you the go-to choice for any consumer looking for this type of work? Second, you want to develop a branding strategy that encompasses visual elements. This is going to be things like logos and color schemes in your messaging. And then you want to make sure that that branding strategy carries over into all of your messaging, all of your content, and then the overall client experience. And then thirdly, you want to create a portfolio that showcases your best work, complemented by testimonials from your clients and case studies that prove up your expertise through success stories. I can't overemphasize this one enough. People want to know what you're capable of doing. They want to have an idea of what the finished product is going to look like. And part of the key to getting people to do business with you is stirring their imagination, get them wanting so they can have what it is you provide. And so here's the summary of that is establish a strong, distinctive brand identity. That's key to attracting clients who value and seek out specific points of expertise and experience from the businesses that they want to do business with. The next piece of this is leverage digital marketing. I'm getting tongue-tied here. Leverage digital marketing. In today's digital age, you just have to be present. It's just non-negotiable. The old days of just referrals, the old days of just yard signs, doesn't work anymore because people are multiple modality. They're on their phone, they're on their laptop, they're on their iPad. And so we've got to be able to connect with those people at all the different points they're going to be. During the day, they're going to be Google searching, they're going to be looking at YouTube videos, they're going to be on social media, Facebook, Instagram, other social media platforms. So there's a lot of places that consumer is going to be, and you've got to be right there with them in this process. And so not only do you have to be thinking about your social media, your website, but you need to be thinking about things like search engine optimization. Just because you have a website, just because you have a Facebook page, doesn't mean it's going to be found. You have to constantly be optimizing those for maximum visibility. And of course, right now we're in a changing search environment with AI. And so your keeping up to date on optimizations is going to be super critical for you to really have visibility in the days ahead. So here's a couple of action steps for you. Number one, identify and prioritize the digital platforms where your target customer is most active. Where are those people generally found? And you want to make sure that you have visibility there as well. So this could be social media channels, it could be home renovation forums, could be online directories, but you need to be in those places. You also need to develop a content strategy that aligns with your brand and appeals to that ideal client. And so this could be blog posts on renovation tips, it could be video tours of completed projects, and it could be client testimonials. I really want to stick on this point of content strategy for a minute. One of the things that we are noticing with the AI migration and the search engines is they are really starting to become very content driven. And so the more content you can produce, the better off you are in that environment, because unlike traditional search, which is keyword driven, this AI enhanced search tends to be more content driven. And then number three, implement targeted digital advertising campaigns. So use the Google pay-per-clicks, the Bing ads, the Facebook ads, using data to drive and determine the direction you take those things to reach more potential clients, but do it in a very precise and efficient manner. So effective digital marketing is crucial in increasing your visibility and appeal to your desired client base. So you want to make sure that you're using multiple online platforms, various online platforms, to showcase your work. Don't just settle for one place. Cross-post your work in many different places. So if you're going to post it to Facebook, it ought to be on Instagram, it ought to be on LinkedIn, it ought to be on your Google business profile. If you're using TikTok, you want to make sure to cover as many bases as you can, repurpose every piece of content that you have. Next key to client acquisition is networking and partnerships. Now, networking is something that most of us are familiar with. We've been a part of networking business groups or have networked with other related industries from time to time, but this is something you've got to get very intentional on, and that is developing strong relationships with the people around you. There's an old saying that your network is equal to your net worth, meaning that the more people you know, the more people you engage with, the more people you have a relationship with, the easier it is for you to drive revenue. So, a couple of action steps for you. Number one, identify and reach out to potential business partners and collaborators. This could be real estate agents, could be architects, could be luxury product suppliers, interior designers. Those are all good people to have in your stable with you, helping you drive your business. Number two, participate in local business events. That can be trade shows, that could be industry conferences, to expand that professional network. You could be a part of things like BNI, Rotary, Chamber, all of those types of things. Good places to make contacts, build deeper relationships, and really work that network. And then develop some kind of referral program that incentivizes your partners to refer clients. Maybe that's Starbucks gift cards. Maybe that's some kind of special treat with so many referrals. Maybe that's a issue where you're able to trade some services. You figure out what that looks like, but give your referral source an incentive to refer people to you. And so when you cultivate a network of industry connections and form strategic partnerships, you create a very powerful strategy for generating high quality client leads, and then expanding the growth of your business. And let's just emphasize that referrals generally are the strongest leads you can get. Much stronger than you're going to get from a paid advertising campaign, much stronger than you're going to get from social media, because it's word of mouth, it's validation, it's social proof. And what it does is it reinforces these really powerful criteria of expertise, experience, authority, and trust. And so when you combine those things, when you have that warm referral, you get a much better quality of client in the end. So these are just a few tips for you to help you really grow your business by acquiring new customers. What we want you to be able to do is to always have a full pipeline of prospects that are waiting to get estimates, that are waiting to get their projects started, so that you never have disruptions in your business. Hope you find this helpful. Talk to you again soon.